Well, here we are again with some more Fallout 3. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to get burnt out on this particular game. Because I've just been playing it, man. You know what I mean? You play a game long enough, you start to get a little sick of it. So this guy told me to find a mother Punga fruit. And by the way, this is Point Lookout. A DLC, a very fine DLC. What the fuck? So yeah, this is a very fine DLC for Fallout 3. Might be the best out of all of them. The Pit was very good. Mothership Zeta was disappointing. Broken Steel was okay. And Operation Anchorage was fucking terrible. Never play that. God damn it. And one thing people love to bitch about is how hard this DLC is. Look how hard it is. I know they're talking about the hillbillies and shit, but come on. You don't gotta be a pussy. Like, it's not that fucking hard. If it's really that hard, man, go put it on easier difficulty. Go buy the PC version and mod it to high hell and just make it easy for you, you know? Make yourself invincible if you have to. Because the thing is, when the first time I ever played this DLC, like years ago, when I was in fucking middle school, it was hell. The Calvert Mansion sucked. It was torture. I could not get past that motherfucker because my skills were all relocated in stupid shit. And I just wasn't very good. But now that my skills actually are in the shit that matters, it wasn't that bad. At all. It was actually kind of easy. I didn't die once while I was in there. So if anyone wants to bitch about the difficulty, they could go suck a dick a fuck a bag. Because I don't think I've even died once in this DLC. Not yet. So they're pussies and just ignore them. Now this guy told you to go eat some psychedelic fruit and you're supposed to do that blindly. Steal all their shit and go in here. Now I'm aware of Fallout 4 has a DLC called Far Harbor. Never played it, never bought it. Heard it's basically a rip-off of this, which is kind of sad, but that's okay. What? Yeah, this game's kind of weird. They send you to a room just to go into another room, like, why was that even necessary? What? Oh look, there's my least favorite enemy in the franchise. Just kidding. I don't know what my least favorite enemy is, but it's probably be something that's more of a pain in the ass. I probably wasted a lot of health doing that, but fuck it. I really don't like the weight limit in these games, but you can only bitch for so long. What the fuck? I mean, I could bitch about a lot in this game, but it's not worth it. They always get in my head, so you have that annoying motherfucking... The game has a very annoying habit of crippling your head, and it sucks. Because when your head's crippled, it does this really fucking annoying... Like, it plays this ringing sound like you have tinnitus, and it blurs your entire fucking screen. And it also gives you a headache in real life. Which, if you have a game mechanic that actually gives you a headache, why would you do that? Yeah, those things are kind of dicks. Because they just don't die. But what makes this a good episode of Virtual Nightmare is that there's one of my favorite sequences, probably the entire Fallout series, that I really want to showcase. I just have to be able to get to the area, which is honestly... I don't understand Bethesda's fetish for having enemies all the time. Like, this would be a lot more unsettling if there were no enemies present, but... I mean, I'm not a game designer, what do I know? But you've already ran into these things a million times by now. You really don't really get scared by them anymore. Like, in real life, those motherfuckers would be scary, I ain't gonna lie, but... Oh, that's perfect. And it keeps crippling you, too, which you do not want that part of your body crippled. I'm just putting that out there. If that part of your body gets crippled, you're gonna have a bad time. Damn it. Damn it. Get the fuck away from me. Honestly, I kind of like these enemies when I have a gun that just absolutely decimates them. It makes them my bitch. And if I sound like I'm in a foul mood, it's probably because I am. Because... fuck today, but... I'm also not in the mood for this game shit, because I don't even know what the fuck. See, like, what is this? Basically, this is just a psychedelic dream sequence, but it's very much worth seeing, and it's the best in the franchise. And I've always loved when games did that shit, so... let's make sure you're actually seeing anything. I don't know, I just don't like the way that's angled. So we're going up on 9 minutes, I guess. Honestly, Point Lookout is very atmospheric. And a very good DLC, but that's all it is a good DLC. It's nothing that revolutionary. I mean, this writing is actually very, very good. See, they always get my fucking head. Like... I even got the adamantium skeleton perk so they can't do that shit as easily, but they still find fucking ways to do it. Like if they had a perk that literally just said, you can't get your head crippled, I'd be fine with that. See, what the fuck? You hear that annoying ass tinnitus screech? Motherfucker. By the way, if you want a shitload of stim packs, that house that everyone complains about has a lot of them. And if you pick up their weapons and use their weapons, you find that they're actually very good. Who would have thought using the weapons they intended you to use would actually, you know, have a good effect? But fuck do I know. Holy shit. I'm gonna need some scotch. This is probably my favorite sequence ever. Intelligence. Tisk tisk walked right into another trap. Exactly how stupid are you? So they're insulting your intelligence, which is always a good start. It means you did something really right. That's music. This is one situation you're not going to be able to fight your way out of. Interesting. Notice how there's no enemies. Keep it up, you're almost there. Whatever there may be, probably nowhere. It has very fantastic imagery. And that made the sound effect the baby you makes. When you're a baby and you press A, those are the only noises you can make. Well, I thought they were very sweet. Isn't it funny how everything you get close to ends up leaving? You think this shit's trippy now. It gets so much better. Look at this shit. I've always remembered that. I always remembered them like going like a spring in the middle of the air, but I guess it's not like that. But what the fuck even is this? And this is fucked up. It says mom, right? Bleh. If my kid looked like that, I'd bend it too, is what it says. And that's your mom, because your mom died during childbirth in the original game, which is really fucking awful, but at least you survived, so. Then you'll find the bodies of your friends in the river. Like throughout the main game. Like that's Moira Brown from Megaton and Elder Lions is from the Citadel. Luck. Dead mother, life in a post-nuclear wasteland and not a friend in it. Yeah, you aren't exactly blessed. And I love this.
My boy. You're going to pull through, and everything will be right as rain.
And his name is Mr. Break for some reason.
No, you won't hurt yourself.
And that's the end of it. I really love how it says everything's managed to pull through and then the bomb explodes. And this is honestly bullshit. So, there you have it. Bye-bye.